Hi, Calvary family. Pastor Ruth here with another Tuesday takeaway. Before we jump into talking about the message that Pastor Dwayne gave us on Sunday, I just wanted to remind everyone about the family movie night that is happening this Friday. We're going to be watching A Dolphin's Tale. We're encouraging people to come on out at 8. We'll hang out a little bit, have some popcorn, have some water, and then we'll be starting the movie. It's going to be a great time. I love getting to use that big screen, and it's always fun to just get together and fellowship with each other. I think that's something that we've really been missing, so I hope you can come on out. We are going to have it whether it's rain or shine. We'll be outside if we can or inside if we have to, so come on out. It's going to be a great time for family and friends. Now, if you haven't seen the message on Sunday, I want to encourage you to go back and watch it. I know I do that every time I have a Tuesday takeaway, but this one was really good, especially as someone who works with students. This one was so self-reflective. I was thinking, man, it was all about running your race. And he talked about running the race and passing the baton, and he actually had to do that at one point in his school career. He actually did run a race where he had to pass the baton, but then he talked about what it looked like in his life, his spiritual journey, his race that he had to run. He talked about his parents who helped him and pass the baton, and other leaders and teachers in the church who really helped him run his race, his journey. And as someone who works closely with students, I can just tell you, man, it was such a good message to really think about, what am I going to pass on? What baton am I going to pass on? And as I'm working with students, and if you have children who are in our youth or kids ministry, I want to tell you, we're passing on the baton together. I have them for a couple hours a week, and you really are the one putting in the work, passing that baton on to your kids or your grandkids or even just the neighborhood kids. It was such a good message thinking about how can we do this. And you may be thinking you don't have kids or you don't have grandkids or you're not in any type of ministry, but he made it very clear, we all have our own race to run. I can't run Pastor Ian's race, and you can't run my race. We all have our own race to run, and we all have our own circle of influence. And so I just want to encourage you to go back, listen to that message, think about what baton you're passing on. Think about the people in your own circle who you can impact. And even, it even had me thinking about the people in my life who have helped me along my race, along my journey, especially in faith. There are people who came alongside of me when I was a student who really made the Bible real for me, who made Jesus a real thing for me, and helped me understand that the relationship is between me and him, and not my parents and my family and him, but it was personal for me. And there were people in my life, pastors and teachers, and even just friends' parents, who really helped me understand that. And I want to be that for other people. I want to be able to come alongside someone else and pass the baton to them and help give them my experience. I'm on the younger side. I'm only 26, but God has still showed up and been there in my life in so many different ways. And I want to encourage you. You may think, you don't have a lot to share. You don't have a lot to pass on. But even just looking at your life and sharing with your friends or your kids or your grandkids or students the ways God has moved. And that's why, in kids ministry and student ministry, we're not just asking for parents to get involved and volunteer. We're asking for all ages. Grandparents, even if you don't have students, we want that influence there, not just for our church, but there are other circles of influence where you can really make a difference just by sitting down and sharing your own story, your own way that God has moved in your life. And man, that message really got me energized. It made me really want to be intentional with the baton that I'm passing on to not just students in ministry, but people I come into contact at work and people who are in my family, cousins and aunts and uncles. So definitely go back, watch the message, think about that race that you're running, and thinking about who you can impact, what baton you're going to pass on that only you can. So just a huge shout out to Pastor Dwayne. That was an awesome message. I love getting to hear it. And also a shout out to our tech team who makes it so that I can go home and watch the messages after I serve on a Sunday morning, that I don't have to miss out just because I'm with the kids, but I get to be part of the church that's growing too. So shout out to our awesome tech team, and I hope to see everybody on Friday. And if not, definitely see everyone on Sunday. I hope you have a great rest of the week. Have an awesome one.